If you want to become the type of person that everyone gravitates towards, they want to sit next to, they want to talk to and get to know and secretly cyberstalk after 12 seconds of meeting you, then yeah, this video is for you. Because let's get one thing straight, being conventionally beautiful is cute. It might get you a few double takes, a free drink here and there, but if your personality is dry, unkind and self-obsessed, then that beauty will expire faster than cheap mascara in the heat. Because I've met people who aren't considered conventionally beautiful. However, when they step into a room, everyone wants to talk to them. They want to get to know them. They want to know who they are, because that's what attraction is. It's an energy, it's a vibe, it's who the person is. It's not just their face. And listen, this isn't about romance, because being magnetic will help you in friendships, will help you in your career, in networking. It will help you in every single aspect of your life, because people want to help who they feel connected to. People want to stay in touch with others who make them feel something. So let's get into the things that will make you the whole package, the person everyone low-key keeps thinking about. So number one is that smelling good is your superpower, because it just makes you 100% more attractive, more captivating. Signature scent is extremely powerful because it says something about you before you even open your mouth. It lingers when you're gone. And I'm not talking about just spritzing a perfume on yourself or a body mist. No, I mean personal hygiene. I mean your diet, what you eat. How clean are you? How clean are your clothes? What's your diet like? Are you hydrated or dehydrated? Because all of these things will make a huge difference and will play a big role in how much you actually smell good. Because a bad diet and being dehydrated actually affects your body odor. And if you have bad body odor and you just spritz yourself with perfume, it's not going to be a good mixture. I can tell you that right now. So it's everything underneath and all those layers that will create that effortlessly fresh smell. So it's eating well, staying hydrated, being hygienic, wearing clean clothes, brushing and cleaning your hair, and not just doing dry shampoo all the time. Because all of these show layers of self-care and attention to yourself. And that means you love yourself, so other people will love you too. Because if you respect yourself enough to put all this effort into yourself, then other people will respect you. And that is one of the most attractive traits you could have, is self-respect. So just remember that internal cleanliness equals external cleanliness, because when your diet is clean, that means your liver is working better, that means your kidneys are flushing out those toxins, and your sweat is less harsh, and your breath also smells better. When you're dehydrated, your sweat becomes more concentrated, and the bacteria on the skin that break down this sweat means that there will be a stronger smell. Your breath also becomes dry, therefore you have bad smelling breath. So just make sure you're eating the right foods and you're also drinking enough water. Honestly, there's loads of scents out there that will make you more attractive, but the thing is, you need to find your signature scent, what smells like you, what feels like you, because every scent leaves you with an emotion. It leaves you with a memory of someone. Scent is not just a scent, it's something that will linger when you're gone, and that is why it's extremely important to smell good. So find a scent that will become your signature scent. So when people smell that scent again, they will remember you automatically. Most people are drawn to warm, subtly sensual notes. So try going for vanilla, musk, or sandalwood. Again, remember your signature scent is an extension of you. So it's something that will make people crave wanting to smell again or miss you when you're gone. But if you get one thing right out of this entire video, please find your signature scent, because it is extremely important for you to up 10 notches on the attractive scale. Number two is the power of hobbies. Now, there is something so sexy and attractive about a person having real tangible hobbies and something they are interested in, and that lights them up and they feel so excited about when they talk about it. It makes someone more magnetic, more irresistible, and more like, who is that person and why do I suddenly care about them? Because hobbies give you depth, it gives you independence, it gives you passion, it gives you that spark in your eye when you just talk about it and when you have stories to share. And science backs this one up too, the confidence bias, meaning we are naturally drawn to people who are good at something. So go find a hobby, whether that's cooking, painting, running, doing a sport, or learning a language or AI, whatever it is, do something and get good at it. And also having a hobby also just makes you feel like you have something more to your life than just, doing your day-to-day job or studying for school exams. It makes you feel like you're more exciting, more interesting, and that automatically boosts your confidence. And number three is become an expert at something. So this kind of joins into number two. You don't need a PhD to be interesting. You just need to be curious and consistent. It could be sports, languages, Greek mythology, skincare, editing, history. It doesn't matter, because knowledge plus passion equals extremely magnetic. So this was shown in the pratfall effect, where a person who showed expertise in something, and if they make a small mistake, it makes them more likable and more relatable. So it just makes you more attractive. However, on an average Joe, if you make a small mistake, it would just make you look incompetent. So pick your topic and become that person. Number 4 is cook, bake, and shake. So pick your cooking style and get good at it, because being able to whip up even one thing will make you automatically more attractive. Now, as I said before, this isn't just romantically, it can be even for your friends if you want to impress them. So get good at cooking, baking, or making some cocktails or mojitos, whatever it is, just find what works for you and find what you can do, because it's such a flex when you invite people to your home and you have like homemade, deliciously cooked meals, or even if you go out to a party and you have like baked goods like muffins or like brownies or even a homemade tiramisu. It's such a flex and people will just be like, I need that recipe. So have a go-to specialty, and that will be your superpower, because food is something that brings comfort, it brings people together, and it brings love and joy. So imagine just feeding people some yummy freshly baked scone, and your cooking will release oxytocin. So it's not just that you're feeding people, it's that you're making them feel more connected and more bonded. So find your cooking skill and get good at it. Number 5 is the art of being well spoken, because beautiful people are not just easy on the eyes, they are easy on the ears. No, I'm not trying to say you need to sound like you're reciting a Shakespeare audiobook. I'm just saying speak clearly with intention and with the kind of confidence that doesn't scream for attention. Because nobody likes a person who throws big words around to make themselves feel more superior, because it will make the other person feel like they need to catch up and read a dictionary every single time they're talking to that person, which is exactly the opposite to being attractive. Because real eloquence is effortless. It's thinking before you speak, knowing how to articulate your words in a way that is meaningful and intentional. So speak with intention, pause when you need to, and focus on flow, not perfection. Because you don't want to make the other person feel overwhelmed, you just want to make them feel comfortable and safe speaking to you. Number 6 is so important, and that's the power of being present. Now, in a world filled with distractions, it is so important to make the other person feel seen and heard, because humans' attention span has gone so low. It is very hard to find people who are actually fully present in the moment and who are listening and engaging with the conversation. Let's be honest here. How many times has your friend been speaking to you and you're just thinking about that TikTok video you watched 30 minutes ago, or your mind is just somewhere else and you're not really paying attention to what they're saying, or you're just waiting to say what you wanted to say? We've all done it. We're all guilty of this. But what makes someone extremely attractive is someone that is fully present in the conversation, someone that holds eye contact, who's intentional about listening and responds like a human being. All of that makes you so much more attractive and unforgettable. So there's a few science-based subtle ways that you could boost your attractiveness and make you more seductive when having a conversation. So the first one is to lean a bit forward in the conversation. It shows that you're really engaged with the conversation. So tilt yourself forward and move your body closer to theirs. The second one is eye contact. Always make eye contact so they know that you are listening, and nod along too. Because when you're nodding along, you're not interrupting them so they forget what they're talking about, but you're showing them that I am listening, I am present with you. The mirroring method, we've all heard of this, is mirror their body language, just so it makes you feel like you're connected with the other person more. And another one is pause before you reply. So you're not just rushing to get your reply in after they've done talking, you're actually taking in all the information and then you're responding correctly, like with the right information, with what the other person actually needs to hear, instead of just rushing to say what you wanted to say. Number 7, we've all heard don't be a Karen before, okay? It means just don't take life too seriously, because Karens always take life seriously. No, I'm just joking. I'm so sorry if your name is Karen. I don't mean that. But we've all heard the saying, don't be a Karen. So don't take life too seriously, because nobody likes a negative Nancy. People like to be around others who are light-hearted, who are fun to be around, who are positive. Nobody wants to be around someone who's always dragging the mood down and who's always negative about everything, because people who are light-hearted are more fun to be around, and people just like that energy better because that energy is contagious. Remember, all type of energy is contagious. So if you're negative, that is going to get passed on to the other person. So that means the other person will want to run away from you. So don't be negative, don't be complaining about your life. There's always something to be grateful for and happy about. So try to focus on the positive, because if you can embrace chaos and still bring light to the table, that makes you so magnetic. Number 8 is emotional regulation, and there is nothing, and I mean nothing more attractive than someone who is able and capable to control their emotions. Being emotionally regulated does not mean you are cold and you don't have any emotions. It means that you are stable, you are grounded, and that helps the other person become more grounded and relaxed. That is why people like to be around those who know how to regulate their nervous system, because if in a chaotic environment, if you know how to keep your calm, it automatically helps the other person stay more relaxed too. I'm sure you've experienced this one where your friends are like stressed out before the exam and they're like, oh my God, I'm so stressed. And that gets passed on to you too. But if you know how to regulate yourself and you're just like, it's fine, it's going to be over, we studied, we've got this, that person will automatically be like, yeah, we've got this, and they'll calm down too. So you see, everything is contagious. So if you know how to regulate yourself and your emotions, it will help the other person as well if you're having a heated argument, and that makes you automatically more attractive, because being emotionally balanced brings a kind of safety to other people, and everyone always wants to feel safe. So it's the energy of someone who responds rather than reacts, who pauses instead of explodes, and who communicates when everything feels like it's collapsing. In a world full of overly stimulated, easily triggered, impulsive adults, being emotionally regulated will be your superpower. And that kind of emotional maturity is a form of attraction that cannot be bought, faked, or replicated. Number 9, we all know this was going to be in my video, and that is having boundaries. I've made so many videos about this, so definitely go check them out. But being a doormat is not sexy. It's not attractive. So stop being a people pleaser. It's exhausting. It's exhausting for you and everyone else, because you're faking who you are. You're faking to be this nice person, to be liked by other people who still don't even like you. So just stop. Boundaries show self-respect, and self-respect is the highest form of self-love, okay? It shows that you know your worth and you're not going to stand for anything other than that, because walking away is a skill. When you stop overgiving, it shows that you have matured. But let's get one thing straight. People with boundaries aren't cold or unapproachable. They just know their worth. They're grounded, they're centered, and they know what they need to do to protect their energy, because they know how valuable it is. Someone who respects themselves doesn't go around talking to everyone, doesn't spread their energy around like that. They don't do that because they know their worth. They know that their time is valuable, and they're not going to give their time and energy to everyone, because boundaries does not push people away. It just pushes the wrong people away. And that is fabulous. And number 10 is being consistent, not just for 1 week, not for a month, being consistent every single time. Always showing up for the other person, because anyone can hold it down for a week or two, or if they're really committed, for like a month. But showing up consistently and always being like steady and reliable for other people, that's a skill, and that's a skill many people do not have. I'm not telling you to put others before you. If you have the time and if you are able to, then you should be there for other people and show that you are reliable, because that is sexy and that is attractive. But remember, always put your needs first. So if you don't feel like doing something, you don't need to do it. But if you're available and you can that day and you want to, then you can. Consistency makes other people trust you. It makes other people believe that you are there for their hard times and their good times, and not just their highlight reel. So that's my top 10 ultimate tips to become disgustingly attractive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here and staying right till the end. If you did get to the end, leave a fire heart emoji down below, because in 2026 we are going to be the sexiest version of ourselves. Yes, we are. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one.